morning, everyone. Alex Hart here. Welcome back to some Wake Up with Baseball. May 5th baseball games. Going to be going over, reviewing those. I think there's 16 of them, a couple double headers. Maybe just one double header. But yeah, before we do that, jump down there, like, subscribe. I just want to let everyone know that in case you didn't know and you like hockey, we do a podcast every Thursday. It comes out either Thursday night, Friday morning. A lot of fun action going on in the NHL right now with the New York Rangers and Washington Capitals. So we'll be talking about that on today's podcast. So check that out when it gets posted. All right, kicking things off, Reds 1, White Sox 0, 0-0 game all the way to the 10th. And the Reds have Winker have that. I think it was Winker that had the knock for the game win. Is it going to say in the wrap? No, just Sonny Gray. And that Gray 7 innings pitch, 8 Ks. Keuchel went 7, no earned runs, 1 K overall. Pitcher's duel, 10th inning, not much here. Reds win. Rockies 6, Giants 5, and Giants tried to come back in this one, but that 6th spot they gave up just couldn't get back over it. John Gray back to having another good outing here. He's now 4-2 in the season, 6 innings pitched, 8 Ks, 2 earned runs. Logan Webb 3.2, 6 earned runs. So Logan Webb been a little bit of a struggle. Has probably become the weak spot in this Giants lineup. Crawford hits his 6th home run of the season. Ruff hits his 4th. No home runs for the Rockies, which pretty surprising. This one, I think, took place in Colorado. And look at the way it's written. It's Colorado. They've not been hitting too much of the long ball, even though Mick Mahone does lead the team right now. Colorado wins this one. Giants, I think, dropped 2 to the Rockies this time. Next up, we got Orioles 6, Mariners 0. This was really the game of the night. Valakia hits his 1st home run of the season. Mancini hits his 6th of the season. But the big story here is John Means. 4-0 on the season, 9 innings pitched, 12 Ks. He goes a no-hitter here. He has no walks either. So I don't know what caused his perfect game. They don't have a hit by pitch here, I don't think. Yeah, so I'm not sure what blew his perfect game in this situation. I didn't watch it per se, and I just figured there was going to be something like a walk or something, but I don't see it off the top of my head. There must have been a hit by pitch or something. I'm looking at the box score too. I don't know why this one wasn't a perfect game. Caught stealing. So someone got on base. So Haggerty did get caught stealing at one point. I'm assuming he was hit by the pitch. Whatever. I'm not going to spend too much time on it. Moving on. Cardinals 4, Mets 1. This was a split extra inning or split doubleheader game. In this one, we had Stroman go 5 innings pitched, 2 earned runs, and then Kim 4 with 1 earned run. And the Cardinals just won this one. Goldschmidt hits his 4th this season. DeYoung hits his 7th of the season in this one. And then in the second game, the Mets win this one 7-2. Nito hits a home run. Villar hits his first home run. Both of them hitting their first home runs of the season. Castro bullpen games on both sides of the diamond in this case. Don't like what these extra innings are coming to. It's really become such a crapshoot in that second game for the team that goes on the bullpen. Marlins 8, Diamondbacks 0. Marlins just bringing the offense, and I'm loving to see it. And their pitching has been great. Detweiler went 2 innings pitched. Is another one of those bullpen-looking games for them. Detweiler only going to 2. 23 pitches. Luke Weaver on the other side, 4 innings pitched, 6 earned runs, and his ERA is definitely inflated now. We got 1 home run. Adam Duvall hits his 5th of the season for the Marlins. He had 4 RBI net. But overall, they're just like getting a bunch of hits and getting their runs in. And Marlins end up winning this series here. And Diamondbacks drop into 500, working their way down to below 500. Braves 5, Nationals 3. Max Fried making his first start in a little while here. 5 innings pitched, 1 earned run. So whatever it was, it looks like it's coming out the other side at least. We have home run from Gomes for the Nationals. Trey Turner hits his 7th as well. Ozuna hits a grand slam in this one. His 4th of the season. His 4th home run, not grand slam. And then Contreras hits his 1st of the season as well. WM Contreras. That's a weird way to put Contreras. in here, but it's a big win for the Braves. They're closing in closer and closer to 500, and I think we all know before long they'll be back in the hunt. Bullpen-wise, Will Smith gets his 7th save of the season. Next up, we have the Yankees 6, Astros 3. Sizzling Stanton sparks a 5th straight win for the Yankees. So Stanton hits his 8th home run of the season in this one. 3 hits, 4 RBIs. Now batting over 300. So big turnaround for the bats of the Yankees. They needed it because that was a big problem for them at the beginning. They're getting revenge on the Astros. Like to see it. Montgomery 6 innings pitched, 3 earned runs, 4 Ks. Garcia 4.2, 3 earned runs, 8 Ks. And then the bullpen really comes in. Ends up blowing it at one point here. For the Astros, getting up 3 earned runs, giving it a loss. And then, as we know, with the Yankees, Lesagias, Chapman, they come in. They're going to close the door. Next up, Phillies 5, Brewers 4. Phillies opened this one up with a big 5-run first inning off Freddie Peralta. And after that, they didn't score anything. And it was definitely worrisome because, as we know, the Phillies like to blow these things down the stretch. They came close to it, but Brewers couldn't get over the hump. Taylor, 3rd home run of the season. Didi Gregorius hits a grand slam in that first inning for his 4th of the season. Chase Anderson, 4.1, 3 earned runs. Peralta, 4, 5 earned runs. Overall, you see the bullpen come in for the Phillies and a bunch of first holds of the season, so it looks like they're trying something out new, and hopefully it works out for them going forward here. Boston's Tigers 6, Boston 5. This one went to extras, and Detroit put up a 3 spot in the 10. Boston almost closed it with 2 of their own. I didn't realize it was going to get this close, and Detroit had the lead, and Boston came back late in this game. Candelario hits his 3rd of the season. J.D. Martinez, he's up to 10, so that's the 2nd person to hit 10. Now tied with Acuna. Awesome. Martin Perez, 5.2, 2 earned runs, 6 Ks, and Casey Mees, 6 innings pitched, 1 earned run. Great start for him. And then they bring in Daniel Norris, who gets a hold. And then a blown save goes to Garcia. And then Michael Fulmer getting the closer role here and closing the game. But again, we're in extras, so we can't read too much into that. We're just flying through these, so many games. Cubs 6, Dodgers 5. And again, the Dodgers like 1-7 now in extra innings this season. And in this particular game, they blew the lead 1, 2, 3, 4 times, and they blew it. Walk-off for Danny Duffy, or not, Matt Duffy. He had a 3-hit night. Very good night for him. Overall, he was the guy that killed the Dodgers. Betts 0 for 6. I think they were saying when he was 0 for 5, it was the first time he was 0 for 5 with 3 strikeouts. Something like 4 years, or maybe it was 0 for 6 was the 4-year mark. I think 0 for 5 first time this season. We only went 1 time the last season. Max Muncy hits his 5th of the season. Jake Marisnik hits his 4th of the season. This bullpen game comes down when you go to extras like that. It always comes down to that. But Buehler went 6, 2 earned runs, 8 Ks. And Alzolay, he went 5, 2 earned runs, 7 Ks. So both the starters had very good starts. Texas 3, Twins 1 overall. Twins not doing well, and Texas is always continuing to show up and compete and all this stuff. It's the same story every day, but they're working their way to 500, and don't be surprised if they can pull it off, because they're getting some pitching. 3.1 innings pitched for this Yang guy. Haven't seen him, but he went 8 Ks, 1 earned run. Thorpe, 5 innings pitched, 3 earned runs overall for the Twins. Not enough because they don't get the offense. Garver hits his 6th of the season for them. Not enough. And no home runs for the Rangers. Big win for the Rangers. This next one up, Indians 5, Royals 4, and this is the 3rd game in a row the Royals had the lead on the Indians, and the Indians came back and won. So I think it's safe to say the Indians are for real at this point. Jose Ramirez hits his 9th of the season. Naylor hits his 2nd. Hunter Dozier for the Royals hits his 5th of the season overall. And we go to the bullpen, and it's kind of a blown save for Junis. Wade Davis gets his loss of the season. Did it go to extras? No extras. Top of the 9th. Bieber had a rough outing here. He went 6 innings, pitched 9 Ks, 3 earned runs, but he gave up 9 hits on this one. So not his best performance, but enough to get out of there with the no decision, and ends up his team in a position, and they win it, which is really what they want. Padres 4, Pirates 2. Padres win this one. Without a doubt, Caratini hits his 2nd home run of the season, and that's for the Padres. You don't see Tatis Jr. starting to kind of cool off again from when he was hot for that quick second. He's still batting 229. Big issue for them going forward. Darvish, 5.28 Ks, 2 earned runs. He leaves with no decision at the time, and he's up against Brubaker, who went 2 earned runs over 7 Ks. Brubaker's had a great season so far, and Darvish, like they both have, and both these guys leave with no decision. Gotta be excited about that. Bullpens come in, and San Diego, gotta give them the edge in the bullpen department, right? And they win that one. Rays 3, Angels 1. Ohtani's back on the mound. This one, 5 innings pitched, 6 walks. It's definitely a big issue for Ohtani. He's getting walks like crazy. Only 1 hit. Kittredge on the other side, he started this game off 2 innings pitched, went 0. Yarborough comes in with the 1 earned run, and then, as we know, the bullpen, they just kept the Angels down and out. Looks like for the most part they were walking Trout. I think he got hit by pitch twice now that I'm looking at this. I still can't seem to figure out where the hit by pitches are. Oh, here we go. Trout. He only got hit by it once, so he must have had like a sacrifice RBI in there. I don't know. I can't figure out the box score in this situation, but Angels lose, and they just don't get the offense. When they get the pitching, they don't get the offense. It's so weird how they've been. Next up, last game of the day, Blue Jays 9, Athletics 4. Big late game explosion of offense for the Blue Jays, losing, going into the 8th, 3-2. They have a big performance here. Really good late rally turns table. So even Robbie Ray is starting to be pretty good for the Blue Jays. 3.14 ERA. It's probably one of the best I've seen in a long time. Still giving up the home run ball. 2 home runs he gives up. 3 earned runs over 6, 9 Ks, and the home runs are to Laureano and Chapman, hitting their 7th and 5th respectively. Jays don't get any home runs, which, considering that, is pretty interesting. Bassett goes 7 innings pitched, 2 earned runs, and 7 Ks. So overall, he does it, and then they bring in their bullpen, and they blow it, and that's basically it for the May 5th games. I wanted to keep this one quick. Just lots of games and lots to go over, and I'm just not feeling the greatest, so I wanted to still get this out and get it out for you guys. So, but before you do, make sure you go down there, like, subscribe. We're going to be doing this power rankings guide now of the John Means video, so look for that to come out this weekend. And if you like hockey, look for the podcast. We'll see you guys for the next video.